Welcome back once again to our poetry class. If you remember, in the previous class we have started the explanation of what kind of plays written by Uma Parameswaram. Actually, she is the one who has been immigrated from USA to Canada, but first of all she was actually born in India, so she has the roots in Chennai. So from there she has completed her one part of the studies, that is one PG degree he has completed. Then he moved to America, then he moved to and then she moved to Canada. So and till like now she still continues over there, and she is after retirement also she is continuing her stay there in Canada only. And here in this poem she has mentioned how the generation gap, or you can say how the cultural clashes can make a difference in the people, and how it becomes difficult for the other person to adjust into the different environment where the culture is different, where the you can say the values, the traditions, everything is different. So it becomes very much difficult for a person, that to an elderly person, to adjust into that place or that country or into that culture. So if you remember, in the first stanza we discussed about that she was very much worried that how do you live with closed doors, closed windows, and she even mentioned that you didn't put the rangoli and you didn't welcome the people. How it is the way that you people are living all alone without any like interference of the other people. For her, for mother, this was a very difficult task to understand. The mother was being shifted to the son's house who is living in the western country. Now the second stanza explanation. Son, son, it gives me great joy. Obviously the parents are the most you can say elated or happiest persons if their children do well. If the children are doing better and earning better, and if they have settled down, so obviously the parents are the ones who feel a sense of satisfaction and who feel the happiest. So she was also feeling very happy, and she is saying that it gives me great joy to see you well settled, children and all. That means with your family, you are well settled with your family, you have children, you have wife, you have a home. I am so happy to see you with all these people happy, is leading a happy life as well as earning a good standard for yourself, or you can say earning a good income for yourself. It continued the second stanza. Though my hair do stand on end, though my hair do stand on end. Here she is referring to the goosebumps. Do you know what is the meaning of goosebumps? When in the time of fear or at the time of feeling more emotional, the hair on your body stands up. That is known as goosebumps. So she said that though my hair do stand on end, that means I am getting goosebumps on my body when your wife holds hands with men, because she never have seen women shaking hands with men in the Eastern culture. In India, she haven't seen that. So she was actually very much surprised, and she said that whenever I see your wife holding the hand of the another man, my body get the goosebumps. That means my hair stand. And you with other men's wives, and the same thing happen when you hold the hand of the other men's wives. For her it was actually mingling of different genders is very much awkward and very much different, because the mother actually belongs to the generation where, or you can say belong to the culture where this mingling is totally discarded, totally felt bad among the people. Now if we check it out, in this era it has become a common norm among the people to shake hands with the other genders, but previously it was, you can say, labeled as a taboo. Means the people does not like the men holding the hand of the other woman or shaking the hand, or the woman shaking the hand with the other man. It's vice versa. They never like this type of the attitude. It was a taboo in the society. So, and that type of the elderly lady has been visited to western side. So there you can understand that how the difference in the culture is. So it was getting difficult for her to digest these things. She was saying that I got the goosebumps when I find this type of scenes in front of me. But I am glad, son, I really am. Just one more thing I would like to explain you here is that men's. Here we are using apostrophe S. Okay. Men itself is a plural form. Man is a singular and men is a plural form. And we wanted to say men's. Other men's wives. Wives of the other men. So for that of we are using this apostrophe S to show the relation of the men with that persons. Okay, so that's why we are using this S and the apostrophe. Please be careful, students, when to use the apostrophe and when to use extra S to add to make it a plural one. So here we are not making it plural, it is already a plural form. We are just simply adding one S with the apostrophe to clear the relation. Men's wives. Wives of whom? Wives of the other men. This is the relation. So for showing that we are using apostrophe S. Now I hope you have understood. Now next we will start with the next line. But I am glad, son, I really am. Here these two are being separated. Here it is combined I am. Here it is separated I, separate with am. This is a pronoun, this is an auxiliary verb. This we are using as an adjective over here. I really am, really forcing. She was happy, she was forcing. Really am happy. She wanted to forcefully say that yes, I am happy. So here it is separated out. Am I not looking good? Am I go to that place? Am I means here you are using auxiliary first, then pronoun later. Here you are using pronoun first, auxiliary later. I really am. So it means that she wanted to force, she wanted to stress her happiness. She was glad. Obviously, it doesn't mean that people should think that because of this type of the behavior of the son and the daughter-in-law, she was not glad. She said, no, I am glad. But certain things are there which are irritating me. That is the mention by the poetess. That you are settled, so good. Why she is so glad? Because you are settled, you are so satisfied with your life and you are so happy that I am very glad. If you find it out, here also she has repeated the same. Here also the same. That means she was very happy by the settlement of the son in the family and the outside, everywhere. He has a good life and thought to bring me all the way. The next line actually showing her happiness because she was very happy that son didn't forget her. Son remembers the mother and he brought the mother from all the way from India to the western country. That shows that he remembers the mother. Otherwise people had a feel that the son or the daughters, or you can say the overall children, whoever would go abroad or foreign countries, they forget their parents. But he didn't forget. He remembered that and he actually shifted mother from the eastern to the western side to see this lovely house and car and all. To see this lovely house where you are living. Son's house, it looks so lovely to mother. You have brought me here and you wanted me to see your lovely house, your family, your car your children, so I am very much glad. I am very much glad, and really I am glad that you are settled and you are getting all these things in the life. Because as I said, parents wanted a better future for their children. So she is happy that she can able to see the happiness of the children, or the happiness of the son. Now the next stanza, it is third stanza. But I cannot breathe this stale air. Stale. Stale means which is not fresh, which is not at all be fresh. So she is saying that, okay, I am glad, but certain things are there which are not making me happy. I cannot breathe this stale air with yesterday's cooking smells. Because of the closed doors and windows, the air of yesterday's cooking, the smell, whatever the smells are there from the yesterday's cooking are continuously taking rounds in the home, and it is actually making terrible for me to live or to breathe into this particular air, going round and round. That means continuous. Obviously ventilation and ventilation is there, but for her, ventilation means what? Like you can say that if you are cooking, you can on your chimney. Of course you can on your chimney, but for the people, those who belonging to those times, they would have a feeling that why to on the chimney, just open your windows and doors, the whole air would go out, the smells and whatever the things would be there, you can get a fresh air. So here also she is feeling like yesterday's cooking smell is taking the rounds, because she wanted to point out one more thing. Son, cooking is an everyday thing, not a Sunday work alone, because only on Sundays they cook. Both of them work, son and daughter-in-law, and they don't have time to cook. So what they do is that on Sundays they cook all the dishes whatever required for their week, and only on Sundays they cook, and the next day she get the smells. What she wanted to say is that here, every day, why don't you people cook? Why don't you actually want to eat fresh? Why you want to eat the stale things? It is not only stale air. She wanted to ask about the stale food as well. Why do you like to eat this stale food? Why don't you go for cooking daily? This is still followed in India. We go on cooking daily, we go on eating fresh. You can say breakfast till the dinner, whatever the things are there, we want to eat fresh. In India we follow this regime. But what about the foreign countries? You must have heard about that. Normally they cook on one day and freeze the gravies or whatever the things they have cooked, the meals and all, in an airtight container. They packed it out and keep it into the fridge. Later on, whenever there is a need, they just take it out and microwave that and use. So just imagine the lady who has cooked all the life every day and has eaten the fresh food. Now she has to see exactly opposite. So how does she feel? She felt bad and she was feeling irritated, because she was feeling like the yesterday's cooking smells is taking the rounds. Maybe it was not taking the rounds, but she was feeling, because she had in her mind that only one day they are cooking, that is Sunday. Why not they are cooking the whole week? She has a feeling like that. That's why she is getting the smells into that. That shows the difference in the culture, the way of living. This can create a friction. This can create a tension among the relations. So mother was happy by the, you can see whatever the settled ways of life of son, the standard of living of the son made her glad. But the few things are there, like the stale food, like the holding the hands with the others or shaking the hands with the other gender. That few things are there which are making mother a little bit frustrated, and she was not able to adjust herself into that atmosphere which she has never ever seen. This was the first time she was watching all these things, and it was very awkward and very different for her. The new life she has seen, and that too not happy to see this type of the things. So this shows the generation gap of the son. Son has got adjusted, even though the son has seen everyday cooking and all, whatever the mother has given him the whole life. He learned all those things. He has experienced those things. But when he shifted himself to the other country, he mingled, he accommodated himself, he adjusted himself. He is adaptable. But what about the lady mother? Because of her old age, or you can say the elderly age, she has become a little bit adamant. It's getting difficult for her to adapt to the atmosphere, or you can say the difference in the cultures. She was feeling some problems for her to live into that place. And whatever the problems are there, she has mentioned into this poem. We have 2 more stanzas. In the next class, we'll try to complete those stanzas. Please read these stanzas. As soon as you finish watching the video, immediately open your reader, read it out, get the glossary, try to understand it. I'm trying to explain each and every line very clearly, and if you read it out by yourself, you get an idea immediately. So in the next class, we'll try to finish it off the poem. By the time, take care. Have a nice day.